Harry Potter lived at number 4 Privet Drive with his horrible uncle and aunt and their hateful son, Dudley. Harry was often locked in his room, and even though he was a wizard, he couldn't escape because he wasn't allowed to use magic when he was away from school. One evening, a house elf named Dobby appeared.
Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts. If Harry Potter goes back to Hogwarts, he will be in mortal danger.
Dobby disappeared, and shortly after, Harry's best friend Ron Weasley and his brothers Fred and George arrived in a flying Ford Anglia to rescue Harry from his prison. They flew him to their home, the Burrow, where Harry spent the rest of the summer before travelling by Floo powder to Diagon Alley. Harry met up with Ron's sister Ginny and went with her to Flourish and Blots, where the famous wizard author Gilderoy Lockhart was signing his latest book.
Great Scott, is that? No, surely not. It is. It's Harry Potter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect moment for me to make an important announcement. I have great pleasure in announcing that I will be taking up the post of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher at Hogwarts.
Ah!
Bet you loved that, didn't you, Potter? Famous Harry Potter. Can't even go into a bookshop without making the front page.
Leave him alone. He didn't want all that.
Potter, you've got yourself a girlfriend.
I suppose your parents will go hungry for a month to pay for all the books you're going to need at Hogwarts. It's the least I can do to help out the poor and needy.
Harry, we've missed the train. The Hogwarts Express left 5 minutes ago. Oh no! What are we going to do? Well, I know that Dad took the flying car to work this morning. It's parked in Charing Cross Road.
Okay, it's our only chance of getting to school on time.
Being sure to check that no one was watching, Ron and Harry took off in the old Ford Anglia.
Now all we've got to worry about are airplanes. I can't see anything in here. Phew, that was close. I think we're almost there. Uh-oh, I think the car's cutting out. Come on, car. Come on. Stop! 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 Ron, where are you? Over here, Harry! The Whomping Willow's got me! Don't worry, Ron. I'll come and get you. Just hold on. I can't do anything else. Hurry up, Harry!
And so, hello and welcome back to the Harry Potter Marathon, where we're taking on the second game on the PC this time around.
I miss when Harry was a JRPG protagonist.
But yeah, you've played the first one.
And a Hamora spell.
To cast a spell, press
So
and hold the left
my
mouse
game
button.
knowledge is 0 now. This is all new stuff to me.
To
No, but
climb
like,
over
I
low
mean, you
walls,
played-
I just have to walk into them.
You've played the first one on the
As a
PC,
part
so you can already see how much better this controls.
Oh yeah, no, most
This is a
definitely.
save book. Walk into them to save the current state of your game. When you finish,
do
your
anything in
game
this game,
will
just walk into
automatically
it.
revert to the point where and when
Pretty much.
you last touched a save book.
There is no such thing as an interaction button that isn't, you know, related to casting spells.
Good to see Flipendo is still around.
That is a spell that they have made up and used in nearly every game.
Flipendo!
Better open past Flipendo on that luggage to push it to that ledge.
But yeah, what this game does,
Hurry!
what this is really
This
cool
branch is
is that it
squeezing
actually
me like a
starts you
snake.
off with a whole bunch of spells.
A chocolate frog.
Chocolate frogs replenish some of your
There's a
stamina.
spell specifically designed to open treasure chests.
Yes, it was actually in the movies.
Huh. Well, okay then.
Alahamora! Alahamora can open up magically locked objects such as chests and secret doors.
It's good to see that Ron has time in between being squeezed to death by Whomping Willow to tell us about Alohomora.
Oh yeah. Fucking Keyblade, eat your heart out. This is the real unlock everything.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Harry. Now, see if you can cast Flipendo on this branch to get it off me. I think I see a sensitive spot right there.
Right there?
Where?
Where is it? I don't see any sensitive spot right here.
Me neither.
Maybe there? Maybe if I'm fighting that.
Oh, he's talking about the door. You have to leave.
Flipendo!
I want you to save yourself.
Thanks, Harry. Much appreciated.
How are you still?
Oh no! Come back! Great. My dad won't be happy that I lost his flying car. Anyway, we'd better get a move on. We don't want Professor Snape catching us out so late.
But yeah, what is really nice is
Not
that you
only
have
does
all
Lumos
these
cast
spells.
light, it also reveals magically hidden things.
So you get to do a whole bunch of things, even in the very first level.
To jump, run to the ledge and press the right mouse button. Try collecting the beans on all the ledges, Harry.
Loads of birds
And
have
those are-
every flavour.
Those are actually mostly spells
I
that
should
you
collect as many as I
would
can.
have learned
They'll come in
in
handy later.
the PC version of the first one, or rather, just
the
about
first
any
one.
version of the first
Cast
one.
Flipendo to push the block towards me, and then use it to jump to this ledge.
Also, I prefer my Harry Potter with black hair. Thank you very much, game. This brown hair nonsense.
Hmm.
Lumos!
There it is. It's good to check everything from every angle, and also to check it a few times in a row. Because some things you
Leave
can
no
interact
mark
with a couple
unpushed.
times.
Alahamora!
You don't get random house points for casting spells anymore.
Nah, not in this.
Aw. Ooh. Was that famous wizards and witches cards that I saw?
This
Yes.
is a bronze wizard card. There are 50 of these scattered throughout Hogwarts. Each time you collect 10 new bronze cards, you are given a permanent stamina increase. Pressing the escape key will allow you to access the Folio Magi and look at the wizard cards you've collected thus far.
So
Does
we'll do
Dumbledore's
it
card
again.
have a fucking book again?
Nah, sadly. And in this one they don't read the descriptions anymore.
Aw. That's a shame.
But there are a lot more cards to collect. Because as you've heard, there are bronze cards, and there will also be silver cards and even gold ones. But that's damn near the end of the game.
What about platinum cards?
Nuh-uh. But yeah, nah, I see that my mouse is not visible here.
Indeed.
I'd expect so much.
You're willing it with your mind.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can see here. What's funny is because this is an old PC game, everything is set strictly to the resolution, and so the text is absolutely tiny, and all of those cards also appear really, really tiny because they have not changed the resolution.
The rain has stopped. At least we'll be dry when we get expelled. Come on! We'd better get up to the school.
Like, what I mean is, there's still the same resolution, but like they have not actually expected people to play this at this like this high. Because I actually
didn't get lost.
I actually did set it to some different resolution, because whatever was available there was a little bit too tiny on my monitor.
Yeah.
Especially when I windowed it.
Look at all the stars.
And also, what's funny about this game, whenever you window it, it just goes insane speed, because it's frame timed to a degree. Like, it will run at good speed even if you're dropping frames.
It's a nice night now the rain has stopped.
But like it just it's only programmed to work within the frame within the between 30 and 60, and if it's anything higher, which is what will happen inevitably if frame limiting is turned off, it just goes to ridiculous speed, like few hundred frames a second.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny, but thankfully my screen capture software allows me to cap the frame rate. But yeah, this game does a lot of cool things when it comes to exploration, like you can already see things that you have to come back to later, that you can't interact with right now. And also when it comes to selecting spells, it just does it automatically whenever you aim at something that you're supposed to interact with. Which, considering it's mouse and keyboard...
You don't have to do a mini-game for each one of them.
Nah. Well, I mean, that was a PS1 game, so it had more buttons at its disposal. And also, you also have to take into account this was mostly aimed at kids. So, like, you know, having them use, like, Q and E and 1 through 5 to cast spells would just be a little bit too much, in my opinion.
The Gryffindor dormitory is just over here to the right, remember?
Yeah, I may remember.
The loading screen uses a graphic.
Some of they have some of the things that are in common between the versions. Like, for example, the music. Although this game uses its music a lot better than in most of the other ports of this one. Like, as far as like PC, PS1, and PS2 versions go. Like, this one almost always has some music playing in the background, whereas, say, the PS2 or PS1 versions just sort of cut it out. Very, like, most of the game is silence, which is a shame because the soundtrack is pretty good. And see, they actually have real reflections in this game. Granted, not too many mirrors, but it's, you know, it's pretty impressive, considering how many games just avoided doing that period.
Of course. Where's the door that'll lead to our most painful death?
It will find us.
Ceremony chamber.
One important thing I should have mentioned before. It's pretty important to explore all of the things in the night, because night and day maps are actually different, at least for the outside. So you get to collect the things again in the same places.
I got a question. What was that green jello shit that we just kind of passed up?
Ectoplasm. Can't do anything about it just yet.
Okay.
You may go
so
by yourself,
too.
Ron. Looks pretty tasty. Like I can imagine it tastes like lemons, lime.
I was about to say.
And here is a silver card. It actually automatically shows us the last card that we got. Like it defaults to that menu and that card. And I'm actually pretty sure that because eventually you also get to buy those cards, and this one's actually much nicer than say the Game Boy Color games, because well, it seems that the cards you pick up are random. It's just like it doesn't give you duplicates.
Jesus Christ, how horrifying.
Let's go trick or treat.
God, if I were a kid, that'd terrify the fuck out of me.
It's nice to see that there's a lot of light in the night.
Yeah. I mean, there are lamps all over this school.
Yeah, but I mean, there was light coming through the windows.
Light is strong.
Oh, and
Let's
soon,
go the other way.
pay attention to this scene that's gonna happen. There's a glitch in it.
Finally, there's the portrait of the fat lady. Give her the password and let's go to bed.
I thought you'd have the password.
Why would I have the password?
Why would I have it? I've been with you since we got here.
You're right. I bet I know who would have it.
There you are.
Right on time.
I heard the most incredible story about you two getting expelled over a flying car.
Oh, Marnie, please, we're tired. Could you just tell us what the password is?
Wattlebird.
It's good to see you again, Harry.
There you two are. Brilliant entrance. Got the year off with a bang. Mum's furious, by the way.
You two should hear about the bean trading system we've set up.
It's based on Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
Fred, myself and several of our associates have set up trading opportunities throughout Hogwarts.
Some of us will occasionally have an item to trade. If you have enough beans, we'll trade with you.
Where are we supposed to get all these beans?
They're hidden all over the place.
It's not hard to find them. You should have enough to start trading in no time.
It'll be a pleasure doing business with you, I'm sure.
However, don't look at me, I'm just floating here.
I was about to say, Ron's showing off.
Once inside the common room, Harry was greeted by the cheers of his fellow Gryffindors. Harry and Ron became Gryffindor heroes due to their little accident with the Whomping Willow. Harry slept well that night and looked forward to his first day at Hogwarts.
Good morning, Harry.
It's time for our Defense Against the Dark Arts lesson with Professor Lockhart. I just love his books. He's a brilliant writer. Defense Against the Dark Arts on the 3rd floor. Follow us.
I love how Hermione just kind of turned into a sassy black lady. He a great writer.
Yes.
Yeah, some of the sounds skip.
There's the portrait of the Gryffindor common room.
Hello there, young Potter. Heading to the common room, are we?
Some of the sounds skip, and this I can't do much about it. I think they were like that even when the game was new.
Probably.
Wouldn't put it past this. But yeah, that treasure chest will actually refill every single time you enter here, like after saving or whatnot. But it will only contain like a singular bean. Which I don't know why they bother, but
oh, hello, Harry. Excellent flying yesterday, really excellent.
You sound way older than what you look.
I mean, he is a prefect. So he's probably like 5 years older than he is. But yeah, see you in the next part.